Shalom, shalom. Good morning. On my way to work again. I want to continue talking about something we talked about in the last video, and that's about the conscious and subconscious mind. And what I wanted to explain is how not to be a prisoner to your own mind, your own body, your own circumstance, to things that we're used to. We need to really stop being comfortable where we're at. I hear a lot of people complaining about the situation they're in, about their income, their health, relationships, the rate of learning, all kinds of stuff. But they need to be willing to make a change. They need to be willing to be uncomfortable for a small time until that uncomfortable becomes comfortable. And I'll explain what I mean. If say you take somebody who wants to be fit and they start to eat right and they start to work out, they're going to go through a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, not just with the body, but also with their mind and their appetite. Your body's already craving a certain amount of sugar, a certain amount of fat, a certain amount of carbs and stuff, and that's why you're the way you are already. That's why people become overweight. They have a heart disease and all kinds of stuff. Being overweight is very destructive to the body. It's hard on the joints of the knees. It's hard on the heart. It's hard on the lungs. It's hard on everything. So if you get an injury, say you fall down, you hurt something, and it starts to swell up. That swelling means that there's something bad going on there, and it's sending signals of pain to the brain. Okay, so the opposite is looking internally. When you're overweight, you're swelled up and you're swollen within the inside, and you're causing things, your liver, your lungs, your heart, you're causing things in the inside of your body to not work the way they're supposed to be, to feel pain, and lots of things start to happen, and disease starts to form, all kinds of things. So once we start eating right and working out, we start to undo that little by little. It doesn't happen overnight. And there's no pill that's gonna make you lose, 30 pounds in a month. It's, and if there is, it's probably illegal and it's probably really bad for you. But changing your appetite. 90% of your health is in the kitchen. 85 to 90% is in the kitchen, what you eat and how much you eat and when you eat. All that is a determining factor. Now, if you work out, it just quickens that and strengthens your body, and all kinds of really good things happen. Now, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind they're in conflict. So, your conscious, you're making a choice. I'm making a choice. I'm going to be fit. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to have a long life in health, in good health. You're making that choice. The creative mind's working. You're planning your future, and you start to eat right, and you start to work out. Now, your subconscious mind is saying, "Hey, wait a minute. We're used to eating Doritos and Twinkies and Ding Dongs and pizza all day long. I don't like this. It doesn't taste good. I don't like all this fruit and vegetable stuff. I don't like it. It's going to make me throw up gagging. I don't like it." Your body and your subconscious mind are rejecting the choice that you made. And so you have to force yourself, like I was saying in the last video, you got to force yourself to do the things that you normally don't do to become a person you're not a person, to become the person you want to be. Put it that way. So if what you're doing now doesn't work, so if what you're doing now, it doesn't keep you healthy, it doesn't keep you fit, and your finances are struggling, your relationships are struggling. If what you've been doing for the last several years, you look at the outcome, look where you're at now, look at all your complaints, look at your struggles, look at your weak points. If they don't work now, if you continue to do the same things you've been doing for the last several years, why would you even think that it's going to have a different outcome? You're going to end up in the same situation or worse, because it builds up. It builds up worse and worse and worse. It's that compound effect, and it's everywhere. Compound effects in your bank account, it's in your health, it's in your relationships, it's everywhere. It's in your learning, it's everywhere. And it's something that it's always around. It's always working either for or against us. So if we start eating right, and little by little, making ourselves, some people can do it. They can just change overnight and just keep on doing it and make themselves, even if they don't like it. They don't like to run. They don't like to work out. They don't, it's boring and it's whatever. Well, being overweight and sick is worse than being boring. It's painful. It's hard. And it's not just you that it's affecting your loved ones around you. Like I said before, I'm trying to get into better health and for my family's sake, because I don't want my children and my grandchildren, whenever they come, to have to take care of a broken down old man that's sick all the time. I want to do the best I can so I can enjoy my life with them. I want to pick up my grandchildren and run with them and take them to amusement parks and take them to go see the different things in the world. You know, the different mountains and lakes and icebergs and all kinds of stuff. I want to have fun with my grandchildren, and I want to enjoy my life in my old age and in as best health as I can. You know, the Father has given us enough understanding. He has given us enough creative power to make these powerful choices in our life, to be something great and to live a healthy life and to do all that we can for others. And that's my perspective on what we need to do to have a better life. You know, you need to make a change. I'm just coming to that point where you need to make a hard change, a change that it's gonna be painful. It's not gonna taste good. It's gonna you're gonna lose sleep. You're gonna not have time to do the things that you would like to do so much. Watch certain programs. You know, read certain childish things. There's certain things you just need to stop. And as painful as it is, you know, they call it going cold turkey. You know, someone who likes to that smokes, it's hard for people to stop smoking. It's an addiction, and for them to stop cold turkey, just to stop, they have a reaction in their body. Even people who drink coffee, same thing. They have a reaction in their bodies. They start to get headaches. They feel they have no energy. They just feel uncomfortable. Oh man, I'm gonna the struggle, the pain. It's real. It's a real thing. It's really in there. But then there's some people that said, I'm not smoking anymore. They just stopped. They're done. They just got so fed up with what the outcome. They got fed up with whatever's going on in their body and their life. They said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm done. And it's like somebody in a relationship where the other person, one person's doing the best they can to build a relationship, and the other one's just always constantly doing stuff to destroy that relationship. Sooner or later, that one person just says, you know what, that's enough. I'm done. You hurt me too many times. You've done it. You're not building this relationship. You're not trying to learn and grow. I'm done. And they just cut you off and they won't deal with you no more. I've seen that happen. I have a buddy of mine. He stopped smoking one day. Boom. He said, these are his words. He said, God told me to stop smoking, so I stopped. Period. He became a believer. And when becoming a believer, he said, I will listen, I will do whatever God tells me. And he said, God told me to stop smoking, and I stopped. It was that simple to him in his mind. Because his father told him to stop, and he stopped. And that's a powerful choice that he made. And he had such a in love factor in his life of our Father, our Elohim, that and he just said, because I love him, he's done so much for me, it was easy for me to just say, no, I'm stopping this. And you can do that with liquor, drugs, and I've seen it. And I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying everybody can do it, but it is possible. And I believe if you believe the possibility is real, if you believe that it is possible for any one other person to do it, then you should be able to believe that you can do it too. Unless you're leaning on it as a crutch. And there's a lot of people that lean on these addictions as crutches. You know, and disease and different things. Oh, I can't do that because I'm overweight. Oh, I can't do that because, you know, I have a hard time walking upstairs. I can't do that because I lose my breath. I can't do that. I can't stop smoking because I start to shake and I get headaches and I just have a really bad day. I can't stop drinking coffee. Same thing. Over and over and over again. The addictions bring, when you start to break the addiction, it brings pain. It brings suffering. And when people are addicted to drugs, you can really see what happens. The pain, they start to break out in sweat, all kinds of bad things happen. And they're really pain. And there's sometimes where it's so painful they actually will die if they're that addicted and to really strong illegal drugs. And even some over-the-counter or prescription drugs. You got to be careful with those too, because they're very addictive. You know, sometimes you get in an accident, you're in an injury, and they prescribe a drug to you. You got to be careful that you don't become addicted to it, because they're highly addictive because of the release of the pain that it helps you with, and you're wanting it more and more and more, and you just start to become addicted to it. And you gotta let those things go, because they're destroying you. They're destroying your life. They're destroying the people around you. You know, I've seen a lot of mothers. And it's a hard one for me. It's the mothers will reject their children and be very selfish and very just self-want, and pushes their own children aside because of the addiction that they have. Because of the addiction they have to drugs, and they just don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to break it. And it's really sad to see. I've seen fathers do it too, but fathers are a little different. They're already they're hard. They're not hard. They're harder than you know, in the heart than women are, and it doesn't affect them the same way than it does a mother. But when men do it, they self-destruct, and they destroy a lot of people around them, because you know, the man's made to be the head and lead. And if he's not leading into growth and righteousness, he's leading to destruction and wickedness. And where's he leading his family? So, gonna make this video short. I'm here at work already. But, you know, stay great, stay blessed, because you are. You can break any addiction. Sometimes it's just a matter of saying, I'm done. And then sometimes it's a progression, little by little, and taking the pain, making yourself go through it. Try it. Whatever addiction you have. 60 days. 60 days to break an addiction. 60 days to be free. 60 days to be a different person and have a better life. All right. Shalom, shalom. Be blessed. Be great, because you are.